Hi, Tanya. I think it is our first English podcast, isn't it? Isn't it? Hi, Debora. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So how are you?
Debora is our hydrotherapist over here, and this is your first time on radio.
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. Well, I'm glad you're here because there's a few things, phenomena that we've experienced downstairs.
Thank you.
Were you shocked?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. So in terms of the colon hydrotherapy, there's a lot of things that we see and not something that everyone would consider thinking that we might see during the therapies. However, we see a lot of corn or undigested food.
Undigested food. What does it mean when food is undigested?
So our guts, we do have digestive enzymes. So these enzymes, they help us to digest the food that we eat.
Yeah.
However, if we eat more genetically modified food, such as corn, our bodies are not made to digest the corn because they have a lot of chemicals in. So due to the corn being a GMO, our bodies do not digest anything. So we see more corns than normal.
So what you're actually saying to me is that you see through the system that whole kernels of corn is passing.
Yes, undigested at all.
Undigested. So also carrots.
Yes, also carrot.
And do you know that our bodies can't consume all these carbohydrates that they sell to us as good food, like spinach,
Yes,
carrots,
corn.
broccoli,
Yes.
corn? What's happening with those things if they are into the colon?
So there are some types of food that are insoluble fiber, such as spinach, broccoli. So our bodies, they do not digest completely. However, we need them in certain amounts.
Okay, now tell me, what happens to them in the colon then?
They emit, if they're not digested, they emit toxins and waste.
They are rotting into our systems. And people need to see that with their own eyes, isn't it? Now, I see in your little note over here, you say to me, today we are diving into something that might just blow your mind, or at least have you looking twice at your next flush in the toilet.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, at first I was blown by what I see. And also with regards to clients, they get shocked because one would think they haven't had corn for the last week or even 2 weeks ago. So they would ask themselves, when did they have the corn? It might be 3 weeks prior. So that's the amount of time that it took the corn to come up. So that's what's shocking.
So what you are saying to me is that the corn does not digest in a period of 2 to 3 weeks, according to the clients,
Yes.
into the colon.
Yes.
Were you shocked?
I was blown away.
You were blown away. And what is the price of corn if you see that on the shelves
About 36 rand.
for not digesting?
Yes.
That's it.
So you're paying 36 rand.
And
for
if
that.
food is not digesting into our colon and into our intestines, what is it causing?
It's causing a lot of imbalances. So when the food is not being digested, it emits toxins, it emits gas. So that causes bloating, and also that's going to cause constipation. If the food is not being digested, it continues to build up inside of the gut. Then if there's a build up, then that's how constipation starts.
And what about insulin resistance that occur?
So that can also cause insulin resistance because with insulin resistance or with undigested food, it increases the inflammation inside of the gut.
Ah, that's the word. So all of these things that does not digest into our intestines is causing, one, insulin resistance because the pancreas needs to secrete insulin to break down the sugar. And now there's foods that neither the enzymes nor the other bacteria in the stomach can't break down, so that causes inflammation. And that's the most dangerous part of the whole thing, inflammation in the gut. If you see something that is not digesting, you know it needs to rot out, and the moment it rots out, you need to know that there is insulin resistance and you know there is inflammation. Now, you also asked a question over here. You ask people if they ever find something crawling inside their stomach.
Yes.
Why?
Because we do see a lot of parasites and worms. And then if there's a bad infestation of the parasite, one could feel like something is crawling underneath.
Something is crawling into the anal canal.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Or with if they experience severe itching.
Itching?
Yes, on the anal or rectal area.
And what is happening when I scratch over there?
So that's whenever the worms or the parasites wants to come out, they make feeling. Then that feeling, it gives the edge.
They secrete. Their saliva is an enzyme. And that enzyme causes that the anal area is itching. And when the human is scratching over there, he's carrying the eggs underneath his nails and onto his fingers to the next person. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know it.
Wow, that's what's happening. That's worms are actually spreading. So if, in essence, what do you want to advise people about corn and starches and greens like broccoli and spinach and these type of vegetables? What do you want to tell them?
So the message that we're trying to get is they need to refrain from eating a lot of preservatives, also a lot of food that are GMOs because of they are high in chemicals. Then these chemicals we cannot digest, we do not digest at all. Then they also need to drink lots of water. That's how the body is able to get rid of waste and toxins.
What, in your opinion, because you're quite a few months now into the colon hydrotherapy, what does it do to a person that is constipated and who's consumed foods that is not digesting?
So one would ask themselves, what is colon hydrotherapy? So colon hydrotherapy, we use water. It's purified water. The water, it's not too cold, it's not too hot. It's according to each person's body temperature. So there's also certain pressures that we use during the treatment to apply the water. So when the water goes in, it does not only get rid of waste or toxins from the body, but it also helps to increase the function of the gut. It increases the gut movement. So when the water goes in at certain pressures, it also enables the gut to be more alert when we're supposed to have bowel movement. So with the colon hydrotherapy, a lot of people can benefit from the therapy, not just people who are constipated, but also people who struggle with diarrhea. Because with the therapy, during the treatment, we also put probiotics and also electrolytes. We do not just cleanse, but we also put back the good bacteria to maintain a good balance in the gut.
In one of your statements, you say what goes in comes out. What are you trying to say by that?
So with the statement, what goes in, it's definitely going to come out. So whatever that you eat, if you do not chew it, it's going to come out as it is. If you eat corn, you do not chew it thoroughly, it's going to come out as corn as you ate it.
Tell me, are you eating corn these days?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
How must the poor farmer feel about you not eating corn?
So it's my gut first.
Your gut first.
Yes.
And are you educating people to put their gut first?
Yes.
Is that what you're actually doing to them?
Yes.
Why should the listeners care?
So our gut, it's not just for digestion, but it also creates or secrete hormones. Most of our immunity also comes from our gut. We produce what we call serotonin, which is our happy hormone, and sad hormone. It regulates how we sleep also and how we eat. So if the gut is out of balance, it also affects our mood, how we sleep. Because serotonin at night, it's converted into melatonin. So if the gut is not so good, you're not going to sleep well. So it needs to start by the gut first.
You need to start with the gut first. What is the other additive that you need to give your gut?
So with a healthy gut, a healthy mind.
Healthy gut, healthy mind, but what about probiotics?
Probiotics, they're also good. So the probiotics, they also help to maintain a good balance.
And to break down food, eh?
Yes.
And what can we do to detox our colon?
So first is the hydrotherapy, then lots and lots and lots of probiotics and also water.
What about activated charcoal?
The activated charcoal too, it's good.
It will absorb what?
Toxins.
The toxins, because there's still toxins. And parasites also carry a lot of toxins.
Yes.
So colon cleanse without deliberate removing of the saliva and the urine of parasites, because very few people know that a worm is urinating into the body. So it absorbs that and it neutralizes that as well. Do you enjoy your colon hydrotherapy?
Yes, very much.
But why?
So with that treatment, one would be very anxious before they come in.
Yeah.
Because they do not know what to expect.
Yeah.
Then once they are done with the treatment, they feel renewed. They feel like they would run a marathon. So that what brings pleasure from what I'm doing. So yes, I do enjoy my job.
And you saw the results when they come back a week or 2 or 3 later.
Yes.
And they greet you and they say thank you for what you were doing to them. They never realize that they can feel this good, do they?
No, they do not. One could also imagine with just one treatment how great they feel. So that's what brings pressure from me.
So in the end, what would you advise your clients? How should they think about hydrotherapy?
So hydrotherapy, it's not as bad as one would think, because when you're familiar with how the treatment goes, you're able to let loose. So hydrotherapy is just a treatment and also maintenance. So they should also consider that in terms of trying to maintain a good gut and also a good mind.
And lastly, what about weight loss?
So with regards to weight loss, if one struggles with constipation, there's buildup of waste. So because this waste, they do not go out of the body and they build up and they emit toxins. So that also increases chances of gaining weight. Then also with the inflammation as well and the insulin resistance contributes.
So the one leads to the other. You're constipated, you're almost definitely insulin resistance, and that's trouble, huge trouble. And you've got inflammation right through your body. There's inflammation in your stomach, there's inflammation in your brain, and that is troublesome. Thank you, Debora. We appreciate you. And I have to tell you that people love you really. Thank you for your kind work and the passion that you're actually treating so many people. Thank you so much.
Thank you.